Good afternoon, one and all. So we are going to have the third technical session soon. Our speaker is on the way, and we'll have the session on AI in income tax and TDS reconciliation. By the time our speaker is on the way, I'll take some time in discussing one particular terminology of the newly developed artificial intelligence, and the term is hallucination. And this particular term hallucination is something for which no solution have yet been thought by even the larger companies. It is an incorrect answer being given by a trained model like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude or Perplexity, because it knows how the answers are to be given, but it might know what is the exact correct answer because it gives the answers, these AI tools gives the answers based on the training that they have been given to, based on the probability that they are thinking that the answer can be this or can be that. So in the days to come, very soon, our clients are going to come to our chambers, wherein they may come with the probabilistic answer given by ChatGPT as well as Perplexity as well as XYZ, and we need to finally say what is correct among that. Hallucination is a problem that is being developed on a daily basis, and this problem is going to multiply in GP, in geometrical progression. The reason being, presently most of the data on which the AI tools have been trained upon are correct data. But now, with each of the wrong hallucinated answers being given by the various tools like ChatGPT, the next answer, probabilistic answer that the ChatGPT will be giving will be inclusive of the hallucinated answer also. So meaning there are 5 origination right now, out of which let me assume 4.9 is correct. The next one, the next answer, 7th answer, it will give on the basis of 6. The 8th answer it will be giving on the basis of 7. And accordingly it is going to increase. So we are entering into the age wherein the original material will be very much less than that of the hallucinated materials. And this is going to be a very, very big challenge, and for sure AI is taking its shape. It is going to help each one of us in a very great manner, but at the same point of time we have the problems also coming in. In the meantime, I'll request Sutapaji to please check if Nikun sir has come. Another important news I was just looking today morning only is that one of the dynamism which is happening in the present world, in the AI world, is that Oracle's share prices have declined by 10% because it has announced that its chip, which used to have a useful life of 6 years, now the chips are having only useful life of 2 years. Because the chips which were able to handle much of the complex problems for continuous 6 years, because of the development of the AI, these chips are becoming redundant because the AI growth pace is much faster than the chips growth. So Oracle has announced that these chips are getting redundant very soon, and newer chips will be needed every 2 years, which is resulting in the lower share prices of Oracle. This is the impact which AI is creating upon each one of us. And now let me welcome our speaker for the day, For this third particular session, CA Nikunj S. Shahji, and I take the opportunity of introducing him. CA Nikunj Shahji is a fellow chartered accountant, DISA, CIA, ACFE, and also LLB. He specializes in the area of forensic audit, assurance analytics, ITGC audit, fraud investigation, and is a partner in Sasikant J. Shah and Company since he has qualified in the year 2002. 10th rank in India and first in Mumbai, DISA professional. Also holds the degree of certification in forensic accounting and fraud detection, ICAI, certified internal auditor, IIA USA, and associate of ACFA USA. He has delivered more than 300 lectures across ICAI, corporate, CA firms, universities, and law enforcement, including CBI, and contributed to key publications of ICAI, CCH, BCS, and many more such prestigious journals. With this, I would like to call CA Mayank ji to please come and felicitate CA Nikunj Shahji on behalf of Committee on AI in ICAI and Eastern India Regional Council. May I also request Mayank ji to please present memento to CA Nikunj Shahji is going to take up the session on a very, very important topic which is very, very close to the heart of every chartered accountant, that is income tax, that is TDS. And he is going to explain us how AI can help us in our income tax and TDS related reconciliations. Over to you, CA Nikunj Shahji. Thank you.
Respected seniors in the profession, colleagues, and my dear friends. At the outset, I would like to express my deep and sincere gratitude to the AI Committee of ICAI in general and the Eastern India Regional Council in particular. Shri Manish ji, Bhattacharya ji, who were constantly in touch with me, their warm and cordial invite. Although I don't come as often to Kolkata, but it is their warm and cordial invite that made me feel so much at home. And I must say, to speakers, this means a lot. So my deep and sincere gratitude goes out to AI Committee of ICAI in general and office bearers here at the Eastern India Regional Council of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Before I go any further, I would like to take a little feedback from participants. Is everybody comfortable with my language and the accent? Excellent. Is everybody also comfortable with a little bit of Hindi as well? Super, super. Okay. So I'm compelled to share a very interesting event. The year was 2002. I had just qualified as a chartered accountant. 2002 I'm talking about. And just in case you are trying to guesstimate my age, from the year of passing CA, as fellow professionals we know that it is very difficult to guess age from the year in which people pass CA. Yes or no? Right, right. So in 2002 I just qualified and there was a small advertisement in the Times of India, not advertisement, article in the Times of India, front page, small article. Honda company had developed a robot called Asimo. And Honda company claimed that it is the world's first robot to be working on artificial intelligence. एआई पे काम करता हुआ पृथ्वीलोक पर पहला रोबोट होंडा कंपनी जो हम जानते हैं कार्स मैन्युफैक्चर करते हैं. However, they say that we are into mobility solutions. Mobility solutions. So robot is an extension of mobility solution. Wow, what a thought process. So they claim that we have developed the world's first robot that works on AI. A very small one column article on the front page of Times of India. Asimo is doing rounds across the globe, and in doing this, it has come to Mumbai in a suburb called Ville Parle. Oh, my ears drew up because I also stay at Ville Parle in the suburb in Mumbai. And while it is in Ville Parle, it is going to come to meet and interact with students of a municipal school over there at 10 a.m. All are welcome to meet and greet Asimo. I, right from very early days in profession, had a natural inclination for technology. And I said, wow, world's first robot working on AI at Ville Parle, come all the way from Japan, and the session to meet and greet Asimo is open to all. I landed there sharp at 10 a.m. That was the time. When I came there, Asimo had already come, and I saw Asimo playing football with 7th standard kids over there. It was quite a romantic sort of sight, quite romantic to see that a machine is playing football with students. And if you do a Google, you will see this article in the newspaper of Times of India that particular date, even today. Even today, that in the archive section it is there. Then Asimo was assigned a task. It was assigned the task to cross a busy street in Mumbai, Ville Parle. Now, Asimo belongs to Japan, where the traffic rules are significantly different from traffic rules in India. Because in Japan, traffic moves from left to right. While in India, the traffic moves from, anyway, it should move from right to left, but then it moves diagonally also and sometimes in circles also, but then that's a different story. Whatever the rules we follow are very different from the rules that are there in Japan. Asimo had the rules of Japan in its mind. First look right, then look left, then look right and cross the road is the rule that he should have followed, instead of which he saw first left, right, left and tried to cross the road. He was hit by a car. We actually saw Asimo falling down. We actually saw this. The next day, same Asimo, same busy road, and he was again asked to cross the street. This time, Asimo could cross the street successfully. Wow! Claps, 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 claps. Superb! The spokesperson who was the chief engineer who designed Asimo came up on the stage and announced this, that today we have broken the last human barrier. And that is, now listen to this very, very attentively. What is it that makes artificial intelligence or AI significantly different from computing applications like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Tally, Zoho, QuickBooks, or Google, Yahoo? All this put together on one side, and AI-based applications like Gemini or ChatGPT, so on and so forth on other side. What is it that is so different in AI which is impossible to be found in other computing applications. People would say that with AI you can converse in simple English, you can give commands or you can give directions in simple conversational language. Yes, that is true. But one thing that sets AI apart is, ध्यान से सुन रहे, is its ability to learn from its own experience. जिसे हिंदी में कहते हैं तजुर्बा सिखा देता है. Experience teaches, but the problem was experience teaches only to humans, almost nothing or never to machines. Machines को experience कुछ भी नहीं सिखाता है. असीमो के स्पोक्सपर्सन चीफ साइंटिस्ट जब स्टेज पे आए तो उन्होंने अनाउंस किया कि आज हमने साइंस, टेक्नोलॉजी और ह्यूमन एस्पिरेशंस का लास्ट बैरियर तोड़ दिया है. हमने असीमो को डिजाइन किया एआई बेसिस पे कुछ इस तरह से that Asimo is able to self-learn, that is, learn from its own experience. जो ट्रैफिक रूल्स मैं जानता हूं वो ट्रैफिक रूल्स मुंबई में नहीं चल रहे. मुंबई में ट्रैफिक कोई और रूल्स या कोई और प्रोटोकॉल्स फॉलो कर रहा है. ये असीमो को प्रोग्राम करके नहीं बताना पड़ा. It learned from its own experience. And this is phenomenal achievement. There were claps, so many claps. However, the scientists paused and said, however, please keep in mind, although Asimo is able to learn from its own experience, it can learn only as many things as a 12-year-old child can learn on its own. Even after 20 years of research in AI, we have not been able to make a mind in a machine which is capable of learning as many things as a 24-year-old human adult can learn on its own. And if we extrapolate this data, then it will take us at least around 75 to 80 years until we are able to make a machine that is capable of learning as many new things on its own as a 24-year-old adult human mind is capable of learning on its own. And with this, the session concluded. That session left a deep impact on my mind. We have a machine which is able to self-learn. However, even after saying this, that we have broken the last human barrier, that is, we have been able to design a machine which is able to self-learn, it is able to self-learn only so much as a 12-year-old child can learn. Today is 2025, December of 2025. And since past about 2 years, at least, ChatGPT has been rolled out to public at large. And from our own experiences with ChatGPT, we know that ChatGPT is able to learn on its own. Learn on its own, kitna? As much as a 12-year-old can learn? Arey, forget about this. As much as a 24-year-old will be able to learn? Forget about this. It is able to learn new things just like a 45-year-old experienced tax practitioner, after spending at least 2 decades solely focused in tax practice, is able to learn, advise and implement. Wow. Sir, this means that Honda company के chief scientist ने gross error कर दी? Well, yes and no. With any prediction, there is an inherent limitation. Whenever predictions are made, I read somewhere, and this has left a deep impact on my mind. There is a saying which says it is extremely difficult to predict, especially about the future. Extremely difficult to predict, especially about the future. तो predictions तो future के ही होते हैं ना, बिल्कुल. लेकिन future में I am talking about 2 time series. Are you predicting about short term or you are predicting about the long term? Generally, when predictions are made about short term, there is an inherent limitation that humans will err on the side of overestimation. For example, next 2 महीने में ये स्टॉक का भाव 3 गुना हो जाएगा. अच्छा, good. In next 2 months, this stock will rise 3 times. You know what? Even if the script is doing very well, the company is doing very well, and even if it is going to rise 3 times, most likely it will not happen in 2 months. ये नहीं हो सकता. बहुत difficult है. Extremely difficult. You are making an error of overestimation. Next 5 साल में TCS का भाव क्या हो जाएगा? You know what? All those who are keenly interested in stock markets can open up a page and estimate amount, write it, date नीचे लिख दो कि 5 साल के बाद TCS का भाव क्या होगा. Most likely उससे ज्यादा हो जाएगा. क्यों? क्योंकि जब कभी predictions long term के होते हैं ना, then we make an error of underestimation. Short term में we overestimate, long term में we underestimate. Same thing happened with the chief scientist of Honda company. He made a prediction, 75 years लगेंगे. जब तक हम 24 साल तक पहुंचेंगे. 75 years नहीं, just in about 20 years. Not only 24 years, we have been able to develop a mind that is really so competent to self-learn. I would like to take a pause over here. Now that we know that machines powered by AI are capable to self-learn, they are able to learn on their own. I would like to take a pause over here and ask this August gathering in the month of December. August gathering in the month of December. I would like to ask this August gathering whether, now that we know that AI-based machines and applications are able to self-learn, and that also almost without limits, is this good news for us or bad news for us? Us as in we are talking about specifically practicing chartered accountants, practicing in 2 broad domains, tax and audit. बाकी जाने दो. As practitioners of tax and audit, now that we know that machines are able to self-learn, is this good news for us or bad news for us? May I see some hands? May I see all those hands who believe that, sir, this is good news, sir. This is good news. That machines are able to self-learn. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am only observing those participants who are not raising the hands in any of the options, who are going to be skipping the lunch. No, matlab. Right. Okay. Is this good news for us? How many of us? Yes, sir, this is good news. This is good news. That machines are able to self-learn is good news for us. Okay. How many of us, sir, no, this is bad news. This is bad news. I am also observing those participants who are raising the hands in both the options. In both the options. Sir, somebody raised hand from here. Bad news. Why bad news? Can I request you to stand up? Can I request you? Yes. Your kind view. Sorry? We'll become obsolete in future. We'll become obsolete in future. Okay. We'll become obsolete in future. Why good news? My young friend over there. Yes. In a pinkish shirt. Yes, my friend. Super. A lot of work can be automated. Okay, so we save a lot of time. And hence, my friend, what's your name? Siddharthji believes it's good news while we may become obsolete. Sir, what's your good name? Prakashji. Prakashji believes that this is bad news, and both have hit the nail on its head. एक तरफ तो हमारा काम सरल हो जाएगा, हम एफिशिएंट हो जाएंगे, ये ऑब्वियस गेन्स है एआई इंप्लीमेंट करने के। और दूसरी तरफ, सर, क्या हमारी आवश्यकता रहेगी कि नहीं? हमारे अस्तित्व पे प्रश्न। Whether we will be required or not, this apprehension itself is bad news for us. Let me again share with you a practical incident. The other day, I was invited for a lecture at Delhi. To ensure that I want to be on time, I took the flight a day before. Landed at Delhi, it was almost 8:30 p.m. I checked into the hotel room, it was around 9 p.m. It was around 9 p.m. and when I checked into the hotel room, I was feeling a little feverish. Now my wife keeps thermometer also so I examined myself. I was not having fever, but still I was feeling a little feverish and sneezing a lot, coughing. Delhi is not my hometown. I don't know many people there. So कहाँ मैं medical practitioner के पास जाता? So क्या किया मैंने? I logged on to ChatGPT. ChatGPT knows several things about me. So I described my health condition to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT advised me that, Nikunj, take these 3 tablets. So I went downstairs and got those 3 tablets and I popped. आपको क्या लगता है? Did I pop up those 3 tablets? Yes or no? No? No. No बोल रहे हैं. No बोल रहे हैं. In fact, next day I went to lecture and I described this situation to the participants over there, and I asked somebody that, आपको क्या लगता है? Did I pop up those 3 tablets? Somebody raised hand and said, sir, you are in front of us. This means you did not eat those 3 tablets. Well, anyway, so when I started traveling by aircrafts, and this was about 35 years back, my first flight that I took, तब है ना एयरक्राफ्ट्स में पायलट्स के साथ साथ नेविगेटर्स हुआ करते थे. नेविगेटर्स आर प्रोफेशनल्स हु गाइड द पायलट्स. जैसे आगे से लेफ्ट ले लेना. एनीवे, राइट. ऐसे नेविगेटर्स हुआ करते थे. लेकिन आज जब आप एयरक्राफ्ट्स में बैठेंगे ना, तो पायलट्स के साथ नेविगेटर्स नहीं होते. The entire navigation work is taken up by expert navigation GPS based systems. So ये expert navigation systems guide the pilot on the direction the aircraft should take. Not only this, pilot is not allowed to overrule it. In no circumstances. He is not allowed to overrule. You do what GPS asks you to do. एक्सपर्ट जीपीएस नेविगेशन सिस्टम्स। ये तो आज की बात है, ये तो आज की बात है। शायद 5 साल के बाद जब आप एयरक्राफ्ट में चढ़ेंगे तो नेविगेटर्स तो पहले से नहीं थे और अब पायलट्स भी नहीं होंगे, और जब आप अंदर आएंगे कैबिन में तो शायद एयर होस्टेस भी नहीं होगी। No pilots, no navigators, no air hostesses. My question to this August gathering in the month of December is, क्या आप लोग ऐसे एयरक्राफ्ट में बैठेंगे? No other option. No other option. हाँ, बैठेंगे? I asked exactly this question at Delhi. Somebody raised hand and said, sir, दिल्ली मेट्रो में ही हम आपके लेक्चर्स अटेंड करने आए हैं और दिल्ली मेट्रो में मोटरमैन है ही नहीं। देयर इज नो मोटरमैन इन दिल्ली मेट्रो। ओके, सी फ्रेंड्स, टेक्नोलॉजी व्हेन इट टेक्स ओवर एज इफ दिस इज नेचुरल, दिस इज नॉर्मल, एंड एवरीबडी हैज टू वर्क दिस वे। I am not in the profession to make predictions. प्रकाश जी का एप्रीहेंशन, मैं कोई नहीं होता हूं यहां पे बैठ के ऐलान करने वाला कि हम रिडेंडेंट हो जाएंगे कि नहीं, लेकिन मैं जाना चाहूंगा सिद्धार्थ जी के साथ जो ये पूरी निष्ठापूर्वक कहते हैं कि सर, tremendous efficiencies we will be able to generate. 100% सच बात है। To all my chartered accountants, fellow chartered accountants, brothers and sisters, the point I am here to make is, please do not worry about whether we will be required or not. We will carve out our own niche as time goes by. But one thing is certain, that if we don't implement AI, then 100%, the writing is on the wall, then our days are numbered. I'll give you an example. One of our clients, they are into software development. They have made an announcement in their company. All coders have to write code only using AI. Only using AI. Nobody will write down a code line by line. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. I was with a very senior tax practitioner the other day. I will not take his name. While having a free and frank conversation over a cup of tea, he told me that, Nikunj, you speak very highly of AI, but let me tell you, AI is not all that perfect. I said, why? He said, Nikunj, let me give you an example. The other day, to one of my article trainees, I asked to write grounds of appeal and statement of fact of an assessment order in which that article was helping me. It was a 19-page assessment order, 19 page. Extremely exhaustive, well worded. अब जब आर्टिकल ने ग्राउंड्स ऑफ अपील और स्टेटमेंट ऑफ फैक्ट्स बनाने का हमने उनको काम दिया, इफ एक्सपीरियंस चार्टर्ड को देता ना तो मिनिमम 2 दिन लगते, मिनिमम 2 दिन एक्सपीरियंस चार्टर्ड को। वो आर्टिकल को दिया ना तो वो एग्जैक्टली 25 मिनट्स में मेरी कैबिन में घुस गई, ये कह के कि ग्राउंड्स ऑफ अपील और स्टेटमेंट ऑफ फैक्ट तैयार है। सिंपल सी चीज है। वो आर्टिकल ने कैसे की लिखे ग्राउंड्स ऑफ अपील स्टेटमेंट ऑफ फैक्ट, कैसे लिखे? एब्सोल्युटली चैट जीपीटी की मदद से। वो जेंटलमैन ने, यानी मेरे मित्र ने, ग्राउंड्स ऑफ अपील स्टेटमेंट ऑफ फैक्ट पढ़े और उसमें से एक मेजर मिस्टेक निकाली। कहा कि ये ग्राउंड आपने इंक्लूड ही नहीं किया हुआ है। बाहर जाके, खाली इतना ही नहीं, बाहर जाके ये ऐलान कर दिया, नोबडी विल यूज एआई फॉर ड्राफ्टिंग ग्राउंड्स ऑफ अपील एंड स्टेटमेंट ऑफ फैक्ट, प्लीज यूज योर ओन माइंड, दिस टेक्नोलॉजी शुड नॉट बी यूज्ड। नाउ लुक एट दीज कॉन्ट्राडिक्टिंग अप्रोचेस. One of our clients saying, no writing codes on your own, use only AI. Chartered accountants, I don't know, ego issues? नहीं, हम knowledgeable है, हम knowledgeable. अरे साहब, हम जानते हैं कि आप knowledgeable हो, मैं इनकार ही कहाँ कर रहा हूं. लेकिन अगर 17 पेज के ऑर्डर में से जब आपको 3-4 पेज का इंटेलेक्चुअल वर्क करना है, ग्राउंड्स ऑफ स्टेटमेंट ऑफ फैक्ट, जो वरना 2 दिन लगते, जिसमें पता नहीं कितनी गलतियां होगी, वो अगर एक आर्टिकल ट्रेनी ने 25 मिनट में बना दिया है, तो shouldn't wisdom guide you? Forget about ego. Shouldn't wisdom be guiding you that how to better use AI so that we can eliminate this one mistake also, or have a process in place which says that don't blindly file an appeal which is generated by AI without reviewing. There could be workarounds, but what is our approach? AI in direct tax practice, the presentation gives tens of examples in the form of case studies. I will share this entire file with this August gathering, where we have used experiences, and based on those experiences, we have written down prompts which enable chartered accountants to get the best results using almost any AI application, although I am personally more familiar with ChatGPT. So with ChatGPT, these prompts in direct tax practice, let us take the first example. See friends, if there is one skill which is going to guide us, which is going to be extremely important in our creating value for our client in coming 5 years, then that skill is prompt engineering. प्रॉम्प्ट engineering एक ऐसी स्किल हो जाएगी जो होन किए बिना, जो पॉलिश किए बिना हमारा उद्धार नहीं है. If we want to really ensure that we create measurable efficiencies and huge value for our clients, prompt engineering is a must. प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग के कुछ रूल्स है, जिसमें रूल नंबर 1 है. रूल नंबर 1, एंड दिस यू मे वांट टू नोट डाउन, स्पेसिफिक इज टेरिफिक. स्पेसिफिक इज टेरिफिक. व्हाई एम आई सेइंग सो? ध्यान से सुनिए. आई जस्ट सेड दैट एआई लर्न्स फ्रॉम इट्स ओन एक्सपीरियंसेस. इनको एक्सपीरियंसेस देता कौन है? इनको एक्सपीरियंसेस वर्ल्ड वाइड वेब दे रहा है. इतने पब्लिकेशंस एआई ने रीड ऑलरेडी कर लिए हुए हैं. एआई सारी चीजें जानता है. जैसे ही फाइनेंस एक्ट आता है, वो फाइनेंस एक्ट रीड कर लेता है. इससे पहले के फाइनेंस एक्ट, कोर्ट के जजमेंट, सब कुछ एआई पढ़ के ही बैठा है. ओके, विच मींस जितना भी नॉलेज बेस हम में से कलेक्टिवली सभी लोग के पास नहीं है ना, सभी लोग के पास उतना चैट जीपीटी के नॉलेज बेस में ऑलरेडी है. डोंट ट्राई टू बीट दैट. देयर यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू कंपीट विथ इट. इतना नॉलेज बेस. सो इफ यू आर थिंकिंग दैट नहीं, मुझे रिसर्च में जाना है, डायरेक्ट टैक्स लिटिगेशन के रिसर्च में, एआई के बिना आपका उद्धार नहीं है. क्यों? क्योंकि उसके पास नॉलेज ऑलरेडी है. उतना नॉलेज एक्वायर करने में आपको सालों लग सकते हैं, और तो भी माइंड कुछ स्किप कर देगा, लेकिन वो नॉलेज अप्लाई करके एक ऐसा डिलीवरेबल which suits the facts of the cases on hand, वो आप कैसे बनाएंगे? There the crux lies. And for that, what is really essential is give specific facts of the case to AI in your prompt. Give complete background. अगर आप ये नहीं देते हो तो AI does not know exactly what is the matter with your client. What are the facts of the case? वो नहीं जानते. इसलिए आपने कितने रिप्रेजेंटेशन सबमिट किए वो सारे दो, ऑर्डर क्या आया वो दो, और उसके बाद से फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक प्राइवेट डिस्क्रिशनरी ट्रस्ट. इन दिस केस आई एम बैंग ऑन द टॉपिक. नेक्स्ट 12 minutes I will take you through at least 4 to 5 case studies, 2 to 3 minutes each. In a private discretionary trust, income from dividend capital gains was already offered to tax perfectly. Section 143(1), that is summary assessment हो गया. where demand was raised on detailed examination, discrepancy arose due to an incorrect computation of surcharge. Finance Act 2020 caps the surcharge on private discretionary trust at 15%. However, because private discretionary trusts are otherwise assessed at MMR, maximum marginal rate, इसलिए सीपीसी की जो एल्गोरिथम थी, वो एल्गोरिथम में मैक्सिमम मार्जिनल रेट में सरचार्ज का रेट 37% था. No, my friends, you are with me? 100%. The surcharge rate was 37%. 143(1) में 37% के साथ असेसमेंट हो गया और डिमांड के साथ 143(1) आ गया. हम लोग कंसिडरिंग द अबाउ फैक्ट्स, ये मेरा प्रॉम्प्ट है, ये मेरा प्रॉम्प्ट है. कंसिडरिंग द अबाउ फैक्ट्स एंड इंटीमेशन एंड रेक्टिफिकेशन ऑर्डर. उसके बाद हम लोग ने रेक्टिफिकेशन के लिए अप्लाई किया 154 में, लेकिन 154 के लिए रेक्टिफिकेशन में अप्लाई करेंगे तो एल्गोरिथम तो उसका वही है ना. नो रिजल्ट. Rectification did not give any result. So we went to appeal, challenging the levy surcharge at 37%, summarizing statement of facts, request that surcharge and dividend to be computed at 15%, include relevant case law, procedural violations and case laws. ये लिंक मैंने यहां पे दी हुई है जो चैट जीपीटी का आउटपुट देती है. आई एम गोइंग टू शेयर दिस एंटायर डॉक्यूमेंट विथ यू along with the link. Okay? Because this is more conference type. Go and study the output which ChatGPT gives. You will be amazed. क्या statement of facts और grounds of appeal उसने draft किए हुए हैं. Superb, accurate. Why? Because you have been able to articulate the facts of the case in the prompt that you are giving to ChatGPT. Detailed, specific is terrific. Specific is terrific. एक चीज डिटेल में दो और नतीजा वो चैट जीपीटी यानी डिलीवरेबल वो पूरा चैट जीपीटी आपको दे देगा. एक्सेप्शनली वेल, एक्सेप्शनली वेल. एक और केस स्टडी. Little lengthy. I'm going to third one. Routinely, whenever assessments are done and you do not agree with what has been assessed in 143(3), you may want to go for appeal. Immediately 20% डिपॉजिट करने के लिए आपको इंस्ट्रक्शन आ जाते हैं कि भाई डिपॉजिट 20%. However, in case of high pitched assessments, okay, तो वहां पे several high courts have given rulings that in such cases it is not right for income tax department to press. क्यों? क्योंकि income assessed is almost 5,000 or 7,000% of returned income. तो भाई आपने इतना इनकम असेस ही कैसे किया? ये तो कुछ मतलब ग्रॉसली गलत हुआ है, ग्रॉसली. एंड नाउ इफ यू आस्क टू पे 20% ऑफ द टैक्स डिमांड, देन दैट नंबर मे बी मोर देन द टर्नओवर ऑफ द बिजनेस, विच मीन्स ये बिजनेस के लिए ऑलमोस्ट सुसाइडल होगा वो 20% भरना. इन सच केसेस यू मे वांट टू राइट टू द कमिश्नर सेइंग दैट hello sir, please give regard to that high court order. Several high courts have time and again said, okay, अभी ये सारी चीज ड्राफ्ट करनी है. सर प्रॉम्प्ट इधर है, एग्जैक्टली क्या क्या लिखने का, सो दैट कमिश्नर के सामने जो आपको प्लीड करना है उसका आउटपुट तैयार है. वन मोर केस वेयर कंडोनेशन ऑफ डिले। सर असेसमेंट ऑर्डर आ गया, 6 महीने हो गए और अब हमको अपील में जाना है। साहब आपको अपील में 30 दिन में फाइल करनी थी, सब बरोबर है, लेकिन कई सारे रीजंस हो सकते हैं, लाइक आइदर दैट ईमेल एड्रेस वाज नॉट वर्किंग, स्पैम में चला गया, असेसी की हेल्थ कंडीशंस ठीक नहीं थी। सो यू जस्ट गिव द पॉइंटर्स and prayer for condonation of delay in filing appeal is ready. Wow. Why is all this possible? All this is possible because AI, once again I thrust the point what I started with, because AI is capable of learning on its own. उन्होंने इतनी सारी कंडोनेशन ऑफ डिले की एप्लीकेशंस ऑलरेडी पढ़ ली है, उनको एग्जैक्टली पता है व्हाट लैंग्वेज वर्क्स विद द डिपार्टमेंट, व्हाट, allow me to use this word, what excuses work with the department, what excuses don't work with the department. So it exactly knows this and knows this so well. My point is, don't try to compete with it. वो जो आउटपुट देता है उसे ठीक से रिव्यू करो, वेदर इट इज कंप्लीट, वेदर एनी ऑब्वियस एरर्स have not crept in. So use your professional acumen to जो 90% काम हो गया है उसको 100% बनाने में, rather than throwing AI out of the window. I'll tell you one more practical experience. The other day भोपाल ट्रिब्यूनल के सामने मैटर था, depreciation even if not claimed by the assessee is deemed to be allowed. ऐसा एक जजमेंट मुझे याद आ रहा था कि ऐसा मध्य प्रदेश हाईकोर्ट का एक जजमेंट है, साइटेशन नहीं मिल रहा था। तो मैंने क्या किया, मैंने जीपीटी को कहा, उसने साइटेशन मुझे बताया कि ये साइटेशन है, और वो साइटेशन मैंने पेपर बुक में डाल दिया। पेपर बुक लेके 3 कॉपीज, 2 बेंच के मेंबर्स के लिए, एक डीआर यानी डिपार्टमेंट रिप्रेजेंटेटिव के लिए, और मैं अपील रिप्रेजेंट करने ट्रिब्यूनल पहुंच गया। उसमें से एक मेंबर ने साइटेशन पढ़ा, उसने कहा निकुंज भाई यू हैव नॉट पुट द जजमेंट कॉपी हियर। आई सेड सर इट्स एन आईटीआर साइटेशन, यू कैन गेट इट फ्रॉम योर लाइब्रेरी। नो नॉट लाइक दैट, निकुंज प्लीज सेंड समबडी, आई वांट टू सी द जजमेंट राइट नाउ। 20 मिनट हो गई, वो वापस आया ही नहीं। क्यों नहीं आया? क्योंकि ऐसा कोई जजमेंट था ही नहीं, वो साइटेशन पे ऐसा कोई जजमेंट नहीं था। एआई का लिमिटेशन हैलुसिनेशन। AIs hallucinate, which means they make up things. I asked for a Madhya Pradesh High Court judgment which says that depreciation, even when not asked, even when not claimed by the assessee, is deemed to be allowed. So it will make it up if it does not find in its knowledge base. Which means hallucination is a major लिमिटेशन ऑफ एआई, ऐसा कुछ लोग मानते हैं, कुछ लोग। आई एम नॉट वन ऑफ देम। व्हाई एम आई सेइंग दिस? ध्यान से सुनना। हेलुसिनेशन इज नॉट अ लिमिटेशन, हेलुसिनेशन इज एन एट्रीब्यूट ऑफ एआई। एट्रीब्यूट यानी क्वालिटी ऑफ एआई। मतलब एआई बनाता है, इट मेक्स अप। ओके, वन ऑफ माई फ्रेंड चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट इज ऑल्सो पोएट. He writes poems and every year wife को वो एक अपनी poem बना के लिख के देता है. Wife reads and she is happy about it. But this time, this year, when he gave the poem to the wife, wife read it and she was so happy, superbly happy, and she started praising कि wow, ये साल तो आपने क्या poem लिखी है. ये साल poem किसने लिखी थी? 100% चैट जीपीटी ने लिखी थी. मतलब द मैसेज इज लाउड एंड क्लियर दैट वी नो टू प्लीज योर वाइफ बेटर देन यू. नहीं, बात यही है ना, बात ये. नाउ सी द पॉइंट इज, वो इतनी अच्छी पोएम क्यों लिख पाता है? क्योंकि उसने हजारों नहीं, लाखों नहीं, मिलियंस ऑफ पोएम्स पढ़ी हुई है वाइफ पे. अगर आप कहेंगे ना तो वो आपकी वाइफ के लिए कस्टमाइज पोएम भी लिखेगा. You have to only give qualities of your wife. हम लोग बोलते हैं कि हमारी वाइफ की ये क्वालिटी, एक्चुअली सब वाइफ की क्वालिटी सेम होती है. Every wife, 3 qualities. All wives are loving, caring and understanding. अरे yes or no? कुछ लोग हंस रहे हैं, जाने दो, I'll not ask personal questions. But if you say that my wife is loving, caring and then you ask, write a poem, then your wife will find the poem suited to her. Wow, this is great. तब तो आपको मजा है ना, तब आपने नहीं कहा कि AI hallucinate हो रहा है. See, this is the point. AI is creative. It will make up things. If it makes up things in poems, it will make up things in appeals also. No, you are with me? There are people who are trying to stop AI from hallucinating. I am saying don't stop, otherwise you lose the creativity point of it. There is another antidote to it. And what is it? Ask AI to cite resources. आपने ये जजमेंट का साइटेशन कहां से लिया, वो बताओ ना, वो बताइए. इट विल मेक अप साइटेशन ऑल्सो. वो आपको लिंक देगा, लेकिन आप जहां लिंक पे क्लिक करेंगे तो उधर कुछ होगा नहीं. हाँ, सो नाउ यू आर सेफ. नाउ यू आर सेफ. सी, दिस इज द वे वेयर यू कैन वर्क अराउंड द लिमिटेशंस और द एट्रीब्यूट्स ऑफ AI. What do you call hallucination? An attribute or a limitation is up to you. But you must know that AIs hallucinate. They make up things. And that is what they are made for. They are made to generate. GPT का G stands for generative. वो बना रहा है. Yes, वो बना रहा है. Super. So, this is an application for condonation of delay. And request for extension of period for any submission. So ये नॉर्मल टाइप्स के टैक्स प्रैक्टिस में आइदर रिप्रेजेंटेशंस, अपील्स में यूज होने वाली चीजें हैं. मेरे सभी प्रोफेशनल ब्रदर्स और सिस्टर्स से अनुरोध है, AI यूज कीजिए विदाउट द एप्रीहेंशन of becoming redundant tomorrow or not. Forget about this. It doesn't really matter. We will see when it comes. We'll cross the bridges. But don't throw AI out of the window by giving any reason, including it is not perfect, it is not complete, it hallucinates. ये सब सच है शायद. लेकिन जैसे सिद्धार्थ जी ने बताया, सर, superb efficiencies AI हमारे लिए क्रिएट करता है. Wow, super. So friends, with this I come to the end of this short talk, and last but not the least, I would like to place on record once again my very, very sincere gratitude to AI of ICAI in general, East India Regional Council, especially Manish ji and his team in particular, for having me here. Not only this, for the warm, cordial welcome, which makes me feel so much at home. Last but not the least, a round of applause goes to this lovely participation over here. Superb. I have really enjoyed. I firmly believe that we are all at such stages in life where there can neither be teacher nor be taught. We can only endeavor to share our experiences. And if today, by sharing my experience, if you all have benefited even to the extent of 20% of what you already knew, then I will consider all my efforts a grand success. I do look forward to reconnecting with all you lovely people sometime next, but sometime soon. तब तक के लिए खुश रहे, अपना ख्याल रखे. Do have a lovely day ahead. Thank you and Jai Hind. Thank you.